What's going on? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a beautiful Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. It is, what month is it? March? It is March 20, what's the date? It is March 25th. It is nearing the end of March. We are getting towards the end of another month through Q3 of the year, I'd say, because typically if you look at years, not typically, but there's 12 months in a year, and I'd say each 3 month is a quarter, because 3 times 4 equals 12. So every about 3 months, I'd say, is a quarter of the year. So we're about to finish Q1 of the year, right? In terms of a business, Q1, or businesses a lot of times are divided up into quarters. Depending on your goals, you look back at your numbers, see what kind of bonuses you get, all these kind of things. So go ahead and look back on your Q1 in your life, right? How have these first 3 months of 2025 panned out? Have you done what it is that you've wanted to do? Have you been as consistent as you wanted? Have you made as many accomplishments as you've wanted to do? For me, the answer is no. I don't think I've done enough yet. I don't think I did enough Q1 to have an A score on my business review, right? So I'd say if I was reviewing my business, I was looking at my numbers, I was looking at all this stuff in terms of my life, I'd give myself a 77, I think. I think I did well. I don't think I did good enough. That's right. So I'm going to say 77 would be my score, right, for my monthly business review, or for my Q1 review, right? So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to look back, say, okay, why is it a 77 and not 100 or not a 90? Like, what could I have improved on? There's a couple things I'm going to say for myself, right? And I kind of want all you guys to do this if you're at home watching, listening, thinking about how these first 3 months of 2025 has gone. Number one, I think that my commitment to my calorie deficit has not been good enough. I routinely am staying in the calorie deficit, but I think it's too often that I'm allowing myself to go over, even if it's just 200, 300, 400 calories, right? It's still, that adds up, right? If you can't be consistent for a long period of time, you will not get the results over a long period of time, right? And that's just the beginning of it. So number one, I'd say my commitment to my calorie deficit, right? That's number one. That's one thing I can improve on. Number two, making sure that every single set goes to absolute failure. I think there's been times where I've been tired, wanted to get out of there, was like, I'm so fucking tired, I'm gonna push this set to almost failure, right? When I could have gone all the way to failure, right? I had maybe 4 or 5 more reps left. I think that's something else I want to make sure I'm doing every single time I do a set, every single time I hit a number, I want it to be till failure. I want to be going until I can't anymore every single time, because that's when you grow. When you hit failure and you push past it, that's when you grow. So focusing on improving on that, right? So, right, that's just 2 things. I could definitely name a lot more things in my personal life and my work life, things that I could have done better. But in terms of the gym, those are the 2 things I really want to focus on, right? And now, what I would suggest for you guys is to kind of find the 3 main aspects of your life, right? So for me, that'd be gym, work, and home, right? Those are my 3 main things that I do every single day, right? So those are my 2 for the gym. In terms of work, I think making sure that I'm setting the correct example for my crew members and for the people that are watching me, looking up to me. I think making sure that, okay, what is this person doing? I think making sure that I am trying my best to hit the numbers that are given to me and that I'm expected to hit as my title, expects. And then home, keeping it cleaner. I think I could have kept my house a little bit cleaner, a little bit more, organized and everything. And also making sure that I'm keeping track of what food expires and doesn't. I think a little too often I go through my fridge and there's a couple things that expired a couple weeks before, and I think that's a bad thing. I should be checking probably at least once a week, just making sure that everything's not expired, everything's good to eat, right? Because the worst thing to do is to think that something is not expired and good to eat, and then you eat it and you get sick, right? Just because it was expired. That's not fun at all. So, yeah, those are my 6 things for my 3 main aspects of my life that I want to improve on in Q2. So, April, May, June. As we're coming up on summer, man, a lot of people are going to start going to the gym to get that summer body, right? Now, whether you're bulking, cutting, whatever it is right now, do not change your goals. Do not change what you're doing. Do not change the intensity in which you work based on what someone else is doing. Okay, I don't care what someone else is doing. I want you to be doing what you have to be doing and following the goals you set for yourself, not the goals that others set for them. Just remember this one thing, and I've said it a couple times now. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you're consistently comparing yourself to someone else, you will not be able to be happy or content with what you're doing. Right? Look at what you are. Look at where you were. Look at how far you've come. Right? Look around how lucky we are to be alive right now. Shout out to Eliza Hamilton, by the way. But yeah, that's enough yap. Let's go pick up some heavy circles with my titties, because that's the goal today. Alright, one of the toughest questions is, are you trying to prove it to them or to yourself that you're worth it? Like, are you trying to convince people about your worth, or are you convincing you that you're worth it? Are you trying to say the reason someone didn't pick you, the reason they choose you, the reason they come back to you is because you're worth so much more? Or are you trying to tell you that you can get this thing? Sometimes we tie our self-worth to people so much that we don't realize we're giving up ourselves for their worth. We're giving up who we are to make them feel happy about themselves. And at the end of the day, there is not a relationship where one person is completely draining and the other person is completely taking. And you're happy. It's not going to be balanced. There's always going to be an issue. So you got to understand, you don't have to prove to anybody, not even to yourself, how worth you are. Like, your worth isn't based on the things you do or the way people respond to you or how they treat you. Your worth is based on what you're already gifted. Stop trying to prove to anyone that you're worth it. Just accept it and be in the fact that you're worth it. Okay. 10. Good. Okay. Alright. Good. We got none. The ability to learn is a gift, even when pain is the teacher. Don't miss the lesson. Get the lesson when you fail. Get the lesson when you come up short, right? Get the lesson when it's not going your way. Get the lesson when, you don't get whatever it is you want. Get that lesson when that person doesn't say what you expected to hear. Just get that lesson. Because, honestly, a lot of the times, you get the lesson when it goes your way, when it plays in your favor. You get the lesson when you win. But you have to get it when you come up short. Do you watch the film when you fail? Do you watch the film when you got beat? Do you watch the film when you got destroyed? Get that lesson, right? It doesn't really matter what circumstances you're taught something in, right? The importance is that you get the lesson, you understand it, and you know how to improve from it. All right, win, lose, anything in between. Learn what you can. Anyway, skill press. All right, let's do 170. Okay. Oof. Holy shit. Okay. That was 17, but that was a good 17. I'm gonna up at 1, and we'll see if we can go from there. Alright. 1 up on weight. Let's make sure that this one is still focused on squeeze, but a bit more intense, I guess. Okay. Yeah, see, that was perfect. One more just like that. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Incline fly. Okay. 50s or 50 charm for inclined flies. So now we're going to move on to the fly portion of the lift. We started off doing our compounds 2 presses. Now we're going to finish with 2 flies. I'm not really focused on weight as much for these 2. It's really going to be a lot more focused on squeeze and getting the most out of the muscle, right? So you always want to start, at least in my opinion, start with your compound, the heavy shit, making shit move, right? Because that's when your muscles are the freshest. That's when you have the most ability to move weight, right? As you slowly progress towards the end of the workout, focus on lighter squeezing style movements, right? Depending on the muscle group, right? For chest, flies. For back, probably, well, I mean, everything's pulls for back, but for back, probably less focused on rowing and more focused on pulling down for a better squeeze, right? Legs, leg extensions, curls are really good for your hamstrings. Arms, dumbbell curls. Even for triceps, the rope extensions, because you focus more on a squeeze of the rope than you can with just a bar, right? So it's kind of starting to understand which lifts are more squeeze focused and which ones are more throw around focused, right? Then just adjust your lift based on that. Okay, good. Good, 2 more. Okay. Oh, fuck. All right. One more. It's good. All right. One more here. Then we'll finish with machine for pike deck, but we'll do one more here. I love this movement so much. I gotta stop like avoiding it. I avoid it because I don't want to get like bored of it, but I genuinely don't think I could. This is one of my favorite movements. I like love it. Okay. All right. Peg deck. All right. 2 sets of peg deck. So this motherfucker around. Okay. Whew. 10. Okay. All right. Whew. See if we get out. All right. Let's see how these titties look. Whew. Good. Oh, got a cramp. See you guys tomorrow.